Nice. Okay. We begin our journey. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so let's see. It's been about like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, the the group not known as the Four Horsemen, but rather the Sons of Air. I mean, Iron. Um, you guys have decided to, well, um, after exploring the underground forest for a little bit and the camping, um, you guys happened upon the larger horde of goblins that's also camping nearby. Um, somewhere in the hundreds. Did we decide on 500 or something? Just a lot of goblins. Um, Barrett and you guys decided that you were going to attempt to lure this horde away from the city of Fyford, sacrificing for the greater good. Um, Noble adventurers and defenders of the kingdom of Uxbrida. Yeah, you thought I forgot the name of the continent you were on, but or the country you're in, but it's there.
Pretty good.
Um, so instead of running away, you guys um took advantage of a young worker goblin in his adolescent years. And with the help of some great fireworks and showmanship, you're able to rile up something in the air above the camp, the goblin camp, and I think it was in the form of a dragon. Is that what the story was? And got everybody scared and running all over the place. Meanwhile, the rest of you hopped on and hijacked a paddle boat of sorts. And on your way out, who was it? Is it Gadrin?
Yeah. Basically, like, made an image of myself, like mooning him or something. Something to offend him.
Right. And to good effect, you got their attention, and now you are on the underground river, flowing what seemingly towards the center of the jewel. I think someone had made a check about that. Anyways, now you guys are on the water, and the goblins notice this and starts trying to pursue you guys. You see a lot of goblins running along the shore, while some other goblins jump onto paddle boats. If you would switch over to roll 20. You shall see this you at the moment you're being chased by 3 paddle boats while you guys are on the larger one, seemingly the chief lead or to which the chief leader uses. Let's see, I talked about what we're doing here. Essentially, this is kind of like a mini game sequence. So you have these 2 black dividers that shows the 3 different sections. You can only get attacked if these paddle boats are directly on the other side of the adjacent. So either you can slow down or speed up, or the goblin paddle boat shares speed up, and then they're able to attack you guys. Basically, right now they're not able to, but depending on how it goes later, they may be able to. Hits are not necessarily taken by your personal hit points, but possibly the destruction of your paddle boat. I have not decided. I haven't decided how many hits it takes. I figured that would be something we do in the beta version of this. We'll test it out, do a few trial runs, and then we'll throw out a patch, a month into launch, and hopefully everything works out. Okay, that said, we will begin what I've titled as Escaping the Horde. Okay, the raft crew. We have one lookout who will use perception. And let's see. 2 raft pushers. They'll use athletics. And 1 steerer who will use dex. You guys can you guys can decide among yourselves how you want to do that.
I can either do pushing or steering. I would be a little bit better at steering.
I'm gonna have to do pushing because everything else is not a good number.
Kevin,
I
what
can
is
do
your dexterity?
Mine?
Yeah, is it good?
18.
Okay.
Good.
I mean, I could do all 3. I'll just fill whichever one. Because I
think I
think my
should do
perception is
the-
+7. And my athletics is +6.
Yeah, I'll do the athletics. I have a better athletics.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Unless-
that makes me. Yeah,
Unless. Wait,
So I'll
what
do the lookout.
What does John have?
I have a +1. Well, if this allows the bard trait where you add half your proficiency, then I have jack of all trade. Then I have 3 in wisdom, 3 in athletics, and 3 in 3 in dexterity, or just 2 in dexterity.
We should.
Or yeah, never.
Actually, doesn't matter. Which one do you want to do, John?
I should do. Let's see. Let's just do wisdom, I guess.
So you want to do the lookout?
Yeah, let's see. I'll do the lookout.
Okay, so your perception is pretty high then.
No, my perception is just 3.
+3.
Oh, I got
And,
+7.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're
but-
good at dex too.
He has.
I'm-
What is your dexterity?
I got +4.
My dex is
Oh.
+4.
I have a 0 dex.
We should have. But do you have jack of all trades for dexterity, John?
Yeah, so that would
So
have
you
2.
should do the steering,
Okay.
and Kevin
Sounds
should
good.
do the lookout,
Lookout.
and then Phil and I will do.
The paddle, right?
Yeah.
Instead of, it's basically what? Minimizing the margins, but maximizing the potential.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, My dexterity is a 9, and my strength is an 8. So I guess technically, if you did pushing, if Gadrin did pushing, then we would get a little bit extra. But
Well,
I don't know.
we're not trying to get away. We're trying to fight.
We're trying to fight, then we should all be in the worst ones.
Okay. John will steer and I'll push. Kevin, look
Yeah.
out. Phil, Roy, push.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We should throw a bundle of dynamite at them.
I do have a bundle, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the.
Okay, so
I'm saving it for some.
moving down this slow moving river. It's like slow. It's moving, but it's slow at this point.
Lazy River.
Yeah, lazy river. And you
well,
have
river country.
essentially two long sticks and then I guess one of the a steerer stick. It's a little different.
A rudder.
It could be a rudder, but I'm not really sure how it'd work for a push boat.
Oh yeah, like on the longboats, they have a paddle, but it's really broad. It's kind of like a
Oh,
goalie
yeah.
stick in hockey.
Yeah.
You know, like it can do the same thing, but it's shaped for a specific. Match.
Okay, yeah, good. I'm glad there's one of those things out there.
Yeah, I'm sure the goblins developed that technology.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have you guys roll first. Go ahead and I want all of you, the four of you, to roll your respective one, either perception, athletics, and dex. And then when you're done rolling, let me know. Should I tell you the DC? Like, it's pretty much a pass or fail.
I got 23.
Okay, that's a pass.
18.
18's a pass.
19.
Pass.
Oh,
You're muted, John. Walter.
wait, why are you rolling perception?
Wait. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Ah.
You're saved.
We are saved a little longer. And then this should be plus. Oh,
Wow.
it adds it already. So 19.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to make the DC 15. All right, you guys critically passed all 4 checks. So that means
We escaped successful. The end, right?
no.
Yeah, we just beat the game.
Beta.
Now I want you to roll a, let's see. Okay. Now I want you, one of you. You can choose among yourselves. If you want to take turns doing this is fine, but it's just gonna be a straight D20. If you roll like 0 to 3, you're gonna decrease speed. And there's also some disadvantages involved. 3 to 6 is just decreased speed, and then 7
Who rolled the
14.
lowest?
I rolled a 19. Philroy.
Phil, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 15, a nat 15.
Yeah, you're up. You get.
Yeah.
Surely it won't be too bad. Roll. I mean, you know what I mean.
So it's a straight. That's 5.
You rolled a straight 5. Okay.
I like Kevin's thought process for this, by the way.
Oh, our boat's gone. We're sunk.
They're sinking.
We're dwarves. We don't know how to swim.
Wait.
We need barrels.
Hold up. I need a.
You need to group those together.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I did that.
Control G.
Thanks.
No, that's regenerate. Well, for Creo.
I think I can just highlight it. Yeah, there you
Oh boy.
go. Okay, so a 5 decreased your speed, but you don't
Okay.
get disadvantages on your next rolls. Now, hold up. I think I put these boats on the wrong layer.
Can I narrate what happened?
Yeah, sure. You guys
So-
you can act out what happened to decrease your
So
speed.
basically, what happened was we went through. Have you ever been like close together when you're rafting, and then you go down the rapids first, and you're like, "Wow, we're getting so far ahead of them," and then they just catch right back up because you hit a slow spot. That's what happened. We just didn't carry our speed as well as they did.
You obviously you blame the person next to you even though they had no control over their speed.
Yeah, we just like
"Come on,
crushed the
we're-"
rapids. You know, we did what we like crushed it, but
Okay, okay, so at this point, I'm gonna roll for just a d20. I decided right now that they have to be on your section to attack you. But
Nice.
yeah, I think that makes more sense. Because you're basically there's only one position where you guys won't get attacked.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, let me think about this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that's an 8.
If they're castle goblins, they can move in a straight line, side to side.
yeah. Those are
Okay.
bishop goblins.
Okay. And last one. Okay, so these two don't stay in the same place. They won't attack you this round, but this one. Okay, I decided your boat has 10 hit HP. It takes 10 hits.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. Not that many.
And then I'm just gonna do, let's see, 11 and above. It's a hit. Well, that's a 4, so they do not hit you. Okay. So far they tried to I guess this group kind of caught a good push or whatever. They pushed themselves right up next to you, and one of them takes their oar out of the water and starts slapping your little paddle, your boat, and then it kind of just breaks the stick, so nothing really happens.
Just like a camping trip.
Okay. Next roll. Do the same thing with your rolls.
Yes.
Uh-oh. That was not as good.
That one wasn't as good either.
16.
Okay. So 1 pass, 1 fail.
19.
2 pass, 1 fail.
11.
2 fails, 2 passes. And this is going to be a I did something wrong here.
Just
Oh, okay. It's just a straight roll.
Oh. 16 then.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I messed up. On your first roll, you should have rolled twice.
Oh.
Because you
I would've had
passed
it.
4 checks. All right, so yeah, this is more exciting this way. So we're not gonna worry about that roll twice on the first.
Beta.
All right, now you're gonna whoever's next, you're gonna roll a you're just gonna roll a straight d20, and then depending on the number, we'll see if you increase your speed or drop your speed again.
Who got the lowest roll?
Oh, I did.
I had a 8. Oh,
I had
John
a
did.
6.
All right, John, you're up.
Is this a straight D20? Alright, let's do it.
Kevin
Oh,
obviously
yes.
obviously doesn't believe in hot hands.
No, he doesn't.
A
He believes
6.
in the law of large averages.
Oh no.
A 6.
Can I narrate this a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
So, what happened is Gadron is like, he was thinking it was like a cart or something, so he tries to smash into the one on his left, but it doesn't do anything. It just slows him down, like it like slightly bumps it. Just that's it.
Now we're doing the spinny thing when you're in a canoe and you like mess up.
Yeah.
All right. These two are just gonna. I mean, they don't have to go anywhere, so they're just gonna free attack.
Just straight.
Oh, no.
16 on the first one. 5 on the second one. So this one, this guy, well, let's say this one. This guy like jumps onto the little corner or whatever, and starts untying one of the logs, and it breaks off. So every log is 1 HP.
Oh goodness.
Wow.
But he ends up like falling in, like he didn't get good footing after the log breaks away, so he kind of just drifts off.
Got 9 left.
So it's like- they trigger an animation when they're
Yeah.
when they're.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's an
Like, he
animation.
comes over, like hacks at the rope, and then falls off.
Hey, if we let all of them hit, we still have 5 logs left. We're
But-
good.
Yeah, like as they were going downstream, like this boat kind of like got close to the shore, so one of the goblins like jumped on.
Oh, shoot.
All right, so all right, that ends that turn. And just so you guys know, you're perfectly allowed to decrease your speed if you want.
Okay.
I mean, you can't decrease any more than this though. This is the back.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Did I messed up again?
Uh-oh.
You've got another attack coming, right?
Yeah, the other side can attack us.
What am I thinking? Okay, if you get a natural 20 on your speed roll, you get to attack one of the other boats.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and I actually put if you got 4 or 4, you can attack one of the boats too. So, which you guys did on the first one, but it doesn't really matter because we don't count that first one. That was like a trial run.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, you guys go ahead and roll your 4.
See if
11.
Fail. Pass.
18.
5.
And we'll say natural 20 is our double passes.
18.
24.
Okay, so
Half and half.
wait, what did you get? Gadrin?
11.
Oh, 5.
Oh, 11, 5. Okay, so 2 and 2. All right, make a straight roll. Whoever's next.
Noah. We're going the high one.
Go with a little higher one now.
Wait, it's slash R.
Yeah, /R.
Boom. Oh, just kidding.
Oh,
10, baby.
Boom.
Okay,
Right down the
so
pipe.
10's a fail, right?
yeah.
No, sorry. That's no decrease or increased speed.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. This is round 3, right?
Yep.
So
We're not dead yet.
every third round, I want each of you to roll. Do you have a D4? Oh, sorry, a D6,
Yes.
which is just a dice. I want you to roll it,
die.
and anyone that rolls a 1 or a 6, let me know.
Wait,
Six.
we all rolling?
Yeah, all of you roll a 1d6.
4.
2.
Oh wait, wait.
I mean, surely that's good, right?
So we got 2, 3, 4, 6.
But you do have a 6. You don't have another one or anything. Okay.
No,
All right.
I won't.
Who got the 6?
Uh,
Okay. This is what you're gonna do. You're going to roll a. Let's see. It'll be the same as when goblins attack you. You're gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
11 or above means you get to take away one of the. You get to destroy one of the other paddle boats.
Oh. Nice.
Okay. It hit my bowl, but it's still on the table. So do we, that's disputed, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
It was 16. 18.
18. Okay. Out of these 3, which one would you like to get rid of?
Oh, what do you guys think?
And you have to narrate it
One
too.
in the middle.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Yeah, we're gonna speed up and test these guys.
There's a-
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
should-
Out
if
of
we're gonna
these
speed
2,
up-
which one do you want to get rid of?
Oh, dang.
Well, I was thinking, y'all see this here raft up here by this peninsular area down to the south of us. I think they're within lancing range if somebody else holds my pole for a quick second.
Is Flint just Ginger Billy but a dwarf?
Goodness. Let's just,
All right.
Good
So
odor.
let's do-
so this
let's
one
do the-
this one at the bottom, Gonzo.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's see the one at the bottom.
so I've got my pole, like one arm wrapped around my pole, then I'm like pushing it in the water, and then with the other one I've got my lance that like pulled it like 15 times to get it off of my back, and then it's like sweep real fast.
Causing them to like steer away and hit, like they get grounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it's Goblin's turn. This one is going to attack. 15. So he jumps on and takes off
no.
one of the logs and floats away.
Hey, we just need one log, okay?
All we need.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of round 3.
Titanic door.
Round 3, and then up ahead, you see some, like along the shore, you see a couple of goblins that are like further upstream or downstream. They start throwing like things into the water in an attempt to slow you down. You see a barrel.
Wow, that's a massive barrel.
That's it. Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty big barrel.
That is
That is
massive.
That's good. Yeah, whatever.
10-foot barrel.
You see a barrel floating in the water. So right now it's at this position.
Oh wow. That is.
That's,
There
that's
appears to
Donkey Kong
be
right there.
a 9-foot barrel. There appears to be a little wick that's coming out of the top of it, and maybe a little spark. Okay. All right, your turn. Yeah, you guys, all four of you roll.
All right.
25.
One pass.
Oh god.
Ooh, goodness.
Natural one.
That's fine. We won't count natural ones.
11.
Okay, so one pass, two fails. Philip.
Phil, your mic is muted.
How do you make it roll? It's a /R?
/R space 1d20, and then you add your
Oh.
modifier.
And then you add your modifier.
Okay.
But if you have a character sheet up, you just like.
Okay, 13. Yeah. 13.
So 3 fail.
Okay, maybe you guys shouldn't have rolled so well on the first one where I like had to set a standard. Okay, we'll say one pass and 3 fail, and then since you guys have failed quite a bit, especially now, we'll decrease it to 14 for next time. Because I'm a good DM. All right, and Kevin, your turn to roll a straight D20.
Hot hands, hot hands.
Kevin hasn't failed us yet.
15, baby, let's go.
15.
Get this right into the barrel. Just
No, I see the barrel. Yeah, good perception.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is not seeing it. It's
Avoiding it.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for the other paddle boats. Let's see. The one next to you first to see where they end up. That is a 2, so this one drops back.
Ooh. We're outpacing.
And the other one got a 13, and they stayed the same. So they're both behind you now. Okay. Let's see. All right, I want you guys to roll again, but there is a twist when you guys roll the straight 20.
Yeah.
You said all of us roll again?
Yeah, for your raft crew.
Ooh, there we go. 16.
4.
Okay.
7.
You got a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin got a 1.
No.
Okay. At least it's not a disadvantage. It's just like a straight roll.
It's back to Fildroy, I think.
Yep.
Let's 17.
17. Okay, that's increased speed. That said, you do have a barrel in front of you. I want you to roll a separate. Let's see. Are you one of the pushers?
I'm a pole pusher. Yeah.
Okay.
The steer.
Instead of using your
Yeah.
athletics check or whatever, you see this barrel coming down on you guys, right? It's like you guys are on a direct path to hit each other. I want you to take one of your worst attributes and make a straight roll with that.
Charisma at -1. All right.
That's good.
That's an 8.
8. Okay. So the DC on those is, again, it's just 50-50. It is a fail. Can you describe how, why, in a charismatic situation, you failed to make this check as this barrel runs into you guys?
I just so Flynn sees that Lysander is pushing with all his might to get them at the speed that they're going, and he's pushing backwards, and he looks over his shoulder and sees the barrel, and he's like, I'm the only one that's strong enough to make a big push to maintain speed and whip around and knock this barrel out of the way. And he's like, I'm totally strong enough for that. But the realization that he's the only one that can do it, like he's like, oh, I've got a lead for this little thing, and like as such, he overthinks the moment, and as he swings around, he knocks Lysander in the head with the pole, and completely throws off his swing, and he misses the barrel entirely.
All right, so the barrel hits you guys. It's gonna take another piece of log with it. Now I think you're down to 7 logs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lysander has CTE now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So you stayed the same speed, and okay, so this barrel is gone. Okay. Now the rafts of those guys. That's 20.
Huh?
And then this one, 14, doesn't move, increase. Okay, they're going to make an attack. 18, jumps on, grabs a log, takes it with it.
6.
So 6 logs left. Your spaces starting getting narrower. So you guys kind of have to like get on like that.
White Beard is like taking up all the logs, all the good logs.
All right. Let's see. All right. This is the 5th round, so this will be the 6th round. Okay, 6th round. Go ahead and roll your raft crew.
See.
15.
Ooh,
Okay.
8.
19.
15.
Oh, 3 out of 4.
19.
3 out of 4. Has Gadrin succeeded on any of the rolls yet?
No.
One.
I passed the first one.
But guess what? It's his turn to roll.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Oh, has anyone passed this?
No.
Okay.
He thinks, oh, I can get over that rock, and they just and, like it kind of like lifts up and like scrapes against the bottom of the boat. Like they eventually get over it, but it's just
Okay.
Oh, this is rough.
So you guys decrease speed. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're going to have disadvantages on all your raft crew rolls next time.
oh,
Oh
no.
boy.
This is like socialism, where you get to the bottom, or capitalism, and you can't get out.
Okay. This one is just he's gonna stay where he is, but this. Well, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't really matter for them. This group is gonna roll to attack you guys. 7 does misses. Because this is the 6th round, you guys do get to attack one of these two. You can decide which one. And you'll roll a straight d20.
I thought it was a 6.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. All of you will. Sorry, I was reading the goblin attack pattern. So all of you will roll a d6. A 1 or a 6 will give you a chance to attack one of them.
I got 2.
I got a 3.
Nobody got anything.
4. Oh man.
Well, that's too bad. Meanwhile,
Back to the d20.
at the end of this turn, you see another barrel show up. This one actually is smaller.
Anyone. Oh, it's a fat one.
Okay. And it's just bobbing in the water. All right. Roll your raft crew with disadvantage this time.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
10.
Ooh, rough.
15.
Okay. One pass.
I got a
for
1.
you. Oh, by the way, I'll drop the DC down to 13 this time.
I got a 1.
Okay, so 1 pass, 2 fails, and
I
Philip, what'd you
failed.
get?
6.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so this is 1 out of 4 again. It'll be a straight
Don't worry.
roll.
I'll clutch it.
Yeah. No.
3.
Yep.
Okay,
can't
well
go
at
any
least it's
slower
not
than we are
not a
going right
natural
now.
one. So
So we are 1 out of 5 on that, right?
It's just a straight roll. Just
We're 1 out of 5 on the straight roll.
okay, I promise I'm not throwing these rules as I'm not making it up as I go along. But because you're already at the end, and
Yeah,
now
so
you're gonna
don't play,
decrease
right?
more, so you lose another log.
Oh no.
So you're down to 5.
This map is getting small.
Yeah.
So, when's the new update coming?
Goodness.
Hey, at least we're destroying their property, right?
Yes, that is true.
That's a good way to look at it.
This is all a good thing.
All right, this group is going to attack again. Oh, this boat is like long gone. Oh, sorry, this paddle boat is long gone now. Okay, the group above is going to attack. That is a 9, so misses. He like jumps over, but like jumps too far over, so like lands in the water.
Yeah, there's not much room on it to not like to stay on.
It's gonna be harder to get to.
Okay, now this moves here. Okay, do your raft crew rolls again
At regular?
at regular.
Ooh, regular. Oh.
17.
15.
Nice,
16.
nice.
Hey, we all
18.
We're back.
Wait,
We're
all
getting
pass,
more,
huh?
We're getting more like water dynamic. You know?
Okay.
We're getting fast.
Oh, yeah.
You get an advantage on this roll,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
and
Yeah.
you get a free attack on one of the rafts.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
nice. Could I? Never mind. I'll hold off.
All right, so just an advantage roll.
Advantage, right?
Uh huh.
All right, here we go. Okay. 18. Let's go.
All right, 18. That
Oh,
means
nice.
you are going to increase your speed. So you're gonna
Right
move
into the
into this
barrel.
middle section. As you're moving into the middle
Where's the
section,
barrel?
I want you to choose your worst modifier and make a roll.
Use my worst mod. Wow.
Can I? Is there any way I can add one of my bardly rolls to it? Is that possible? Inspiration.
Sure.
You're singing a rapping song.
What?
Singing the Wellerman song.
But no, you have to tell me how you do it. What did you actually sing? How did it sound?
I think maybe it's not like a polite thing, but he's like inspiring them by making them angry type of thing. It's like, you guys are the worst pirates I've ever seen. Come on, put your backs into it. Like, it's not singing per se, maybe, but
Okay.
We're
like-
land pirates, okay?
Yeah.
yeah, just like trying to fire him up.
All right.
Alright, so what do I add?
you don't add anything. You just get a. Oh wait, hold on.
A D12.
A D12. yeah.
Well, maybe not a 12. I don't know what it is.
Oh, sorry, it's a D10.
So I roll D20, add my worst modifier, and then I roll D10 and add on top of that.
Yes.
You can.
This is my one and only one I give you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Where's the D10 at? I rolled a 10. So that is a 16.
16.
I
I
Okay.
rolled a 5 plus 1 plus 10.
So what was the modifier that you used?
Charisma plus 1.
Okay. Well.
You said my worst one, right?
Yeah. And describe how you use your charisma to dodge.
I don't. I yelled at my crew.
None of us are very charismatic.
Yeah, include the bard.
I guess John is the one. He would have.
So you
I'm not
yelled
sure
at
how
your
I
crew.
use charisma to dodge a barrel.
You yelled at your crew, and all of you leaned to the left at the count of 2.
On
So-
3. No, wait. Are we going on 3 or are we going on go?
We're going on go now.
So it goes and it drifts past you guys. Okay, so
Oh,
Gives me
we get to make an attack though, right?
Yep.
Make
You
an
get to
attack.
move up and make an attack. So we rolled a D6.
Oh, D20.
Oh no, it's just
Okay.
one. It's one straight D20. This one will be a goblin roll instead of a every 3-round roll.
Okay. Oh, just a D20. Huh. That's a 6.
Who would like to jump onto the other paddle boat and miss? I'm just kidding.
That's what happens. Everybody's just like looking around and like, nah.
Nah. We noticed they float after.
All right, this
Slow
one
down
is
before
going
you
to roll to see if they can stay pace with you. 18. That's an increased speed, but they're gonna choose to stay where they are. Okay, this group over here is going to roll a 10. They stay where they are. This group is going to attack. That's a natural 1, so they don't hit you. All right, now we're around 8. Let's see. Do I have anything going on here? Oh, not yet. Okay. Sorry. I mean, roll your raft crew rolls.
19 plus 7. 26.
26,
I'll be right back.
19.
19,
Ooh,
25.
25.
Which one am I taking,
Oh, wait.
Gattern?
What? Oh,
You-
I got 11.
Oh, okay. I thought that first one was yours.
Oh, that was the previous one.
Oh, I see. Okay, so 11. So 3 passes and 1 fail. Go ahead and roll an advantage roll. Whoever's next.
Phil.
So a D20 with advantage?
Yeah.
Well, that's a nat 20 on the first roll. So.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. That means you'll get an extra attack. Would you? I guess you can attack first and then go forward. So go ahead and roll another d20, and the DC is 11.
It's a straight roll. So it's
Yep.
9.
9. So you swing your long stick at him again, misses, and then you move forward.
Lovely. Big swing.
It's like a cartoon where we're all still in the air. We're just
Okay. Now we're gonna do a roll for this group. That's a 1. And then this group back here. That is a 15. So increases. Okay. Let's see. This is 9. At the end of this one, you'll get a free attack. Or attempt to attack. Alright, do your raft rolls.
great.
Man, this is the night of natural ones.
14.
22.
This is my third
15.
natural one, or second or third.
So 15, 14,
1.
22.
22. So that's 3 rolls. Okay, so you're going to do another d20 with advantage.
Is that John's turn? Or
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
oh no.
This is 11.
Hey, we're going to take a quick restroom break because I really need to pee.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Protein time.
I rolled like 5 11s. Like,
I'm really getting into the mood. My head's down here. So I'm feeling the raft. We're getting low.
feel the water. Goodness.
See, we're killing me.
What happened
getting
to you?
I just wear metatarsal steel toe boots all day. So I
Yeah.
work 11 hours a day. So
Dang. That's
it ain't bad. How many days were you guys out there skiing?
drove up on Tuesday and then drove back on Saturday. So
Oh, that's a good trip.
yeah, so we were there. Hold up, I'll put this back on. But yeah, we were there quite a bit. But you know, I had the military pass,
Yeah.
so
Does that get you night skiing?
what?
Does that get you night? Does your Epic Pass get you night skiing? I'm trying to convince Carrie to let us buy a sawmill, but I need a place to put it.
Classic. New machine, no spot for it.
Yeah. It's a pretty big commitment though, just because like I have a couple trees. Like I have a cedar tree from Gaby's house that's like almost 30 inches in diameter. That's huge for a cedar around here.
Yeah.
And so like I can cut up that tree, and I have two other cedars and an oak tree, but that's like less than a day of sawing. And so I'd be done with everything I have, and then I'd be like, all right, I guess I'll wait for people on Craigslist to need trees cut. And then, you know, and so then I'd be like making calls and stuff, and you know, I don't need the money. I just want to do it. so it'd be too much of a time commitment to get my money back out.
You could try to buy David Jones's sawmill.
I'm scared of a rigid blade mill. I don't know.
You could actually Jake Betts, my neighbor, he has a mill.
Really?
Main saw one. Yeah. Just spend 7 hours, 8 hours driving up here and cut it, and then come back.
True.
Okay.
Well, I can rent a mill for $70 an hour.
Oh, that's cheaper.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
that's pretty good.
Is Kevin still here? Kevin?
Yo,
Baby,
Okay,
it's on
great.
Baby duty.
sorry.
Kevin was hanging off the front of the raft, taking a leak in the river. You
Yeah.
couldn't see him for a little bit.
No, I just squat.
Okay,
It was
let's-
definitely not taking a leak. Yeah.
Which one is this one now? Are we at the end of round 9? Or the start of round 9?
We are at round 8.
But round 8 is done, right?
We just rolled.
Round
a
9 is me. No.
I
Well-
thought
well-
we just rolled and run.
What
Yeah,
was...
just
Oh,
roll
this is round 9, right?
No, it's either. I don't. Have you rolled yet for the?
No, John just rolled an 11.
Okay, so that would be. We're at round 7.
Can you hear me?
We're way past round 7.
Yeah, I can hear you now, John.
Alright.
Then we're at round 11 then. Because Phil started,
No, we're
and
not
then
at
John,
round
John,
11.
then Noah, and then
We were-
me. And
we
we
were
went
at
in.
round 9. We were
We're on
going
round
to.
Or
We're gonna
10.
attack. We're about to just roll our attacks. The ones. Because we didn't do it for round 9.
Oh, I see. So we're on round 9 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were gonna roll with advantage, and then I rolled an 11. And then we didn't roll our attack.
Okay. So now it's your roll?
No, I already rolled with
Rolled
advantage,
11.
and then,
Oh, right. With advantage.
So we're on round 11 then.
no, we're not. We're
'Cause-
gonna roll
10.
6s. We're gonna roll our d6s for the attack
Okay, so we're at the end of round 10.
at the end of round 9.
10.
Nope.
So
Phil, John, Noah, Kevin.
yeah,
Phil, John, Noah,
No,
Kevin.
remember
Phil,
we skipped
John.
we skipped Kevin once because he walked away from the computer, so we're off by
Oh,
one.
I know that.
Yeah,
I
suck
thought
it.
Suck it.
pretty sure you didn't skip me at all.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah, they had to skip you.
Because we walked away from the computer right when it was your roll.
Did you not hear I said 19?
No, we did not. I guess. Well, no, Phil had already rolled.
We'll have
by
to-
the time you said it.
This is good content.
Yeah. Okay. So right now we are round 9, because you
Okay.
guys, if you want to skip to round 10, that's fine. But you're not gonna get your extra rolls.
No, we need.
We haven't rolled the d6s yet.
Yeah. I mean, we can be at 10. That's fine. We just no d6s. Okay. So roll your d6s.
6.
That's 1.
2.
3.
And Phil.
5.
All right. So Kevin. Roll. I guess choose one of those people and roll for an attack.
Who's in the one directly behind us?
Okay.
19.
How do you destroy it?
Oh shoot, we don't have any barrels. I'm just gonna like
Sacrifice one of your
crossbow.
logs.
Throw your mug.
No. I'm grabbing one of my crossbows and I'm gonna reach
One of them.
into Phil's beard to grab a pepper. And I'm gonna shoot it at someone's mouth.
Okay. The lead takes it, swallows it, and then just goes flailing around with his stick or whatever, and it hits his friend right in the jaw, and they both like fall over, and then they drift out of sight. Okay. Okay. At the end of this round, over in front of you, you do see another barrel.
Another barrel.
This one even smaller than the one before.
Ooh, a small barrel.
Okay.
It's-
I would like you guys to roll, since you already met it. I would like you guys to roll your Wrath Crew rolls.
19.
22.
22.
So 3 out of 4.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
All right, roll your d20 with advantage. You can retcon and have Kevin roll or have Noah roll.
I think it's Noah's turn, isn't it?
I'm gonna roll 13.
Wait,
13.
with advantage. With advantage.
Vintage.
Oh, with advantage?
20.
Okay, so you may increase your speed, decrease your speed, whatever you want to do.
Increase.
In fact,
speed.
you probably find a log that's floating from the river, and then you just pick it up and attach it to your boat.
tie it. It just sticks on. It's a distraction. It's not really
'Kay.
part of our boat, but it
Yeah.
might.
As you're doing so, you see another barrel smaller in nature.
What is this, raft?
And I want I want you to roll your worst roll a straight d20 with your worst modifier.
Is it... Did you get this from the game Raft, John?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
That's a nat
0.
20.
It's a 0.
Oh,
This is 0. This is without advantage.
with oh
It's a
dang.
12.
Intimidation is my worst.
Okay. So a barrel is like tiny. It hits the front of your boat. It actually gets lodged there. I would like someone else.
Take off the log that just got there.
Whoever I would like someone else that's on the crew that's not Noah to roll a perception check.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's-
'Cause you've
Just
had
don't
a terrible
roll 0.
night, that's why.
Yep. 16.
16. You find that this
Here goes.
barrel isn't it's not explosive. It's not damaging anyway. It kind of just lodged there. And what you find in this barrel is actually just it's a barrel of arrows.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
I'm not sure if any of you use arrows, but you know, it's there. What you find is 20
I
arrows.
use bolts.
Oh.
Wait, are there any
Just-
bolts?
No bolts, just arrows.
No.
Just throwing handfuls
Wait,
of
do I
arrows.
get to make an attack because I rolled a natural 20?
Yes, you do.
I want to pick up an arrow and try to throw it.
I thought you were just gonna pick up the barrel and throw it.
No, just an arrow. That would be smart. 13.
13. All right. Bammo! You hit. I don't know what you hit. It pokes one of the eyes out of.
Doesn't hurt them, it just distracts them and they fall off.
Yeah. It hits one of the eyes of the, and he's like the hobgoblins in it. Like he starts thrashing about and hits one of his goblins off the boat, and then he soon falls off the boat himself, and then this whole raft disappears.
And with my 0 intimidation, I say, "Yeah, you better go." Yeah.
Okay, so that would end our mini game. So going forward, let's see. Okay, so you guys successfully, you see that the pursuing rafts have decreased. You do see a couple of goblins like trying to trot around, trying to keep up, but a lot of them are left in the dust. And slowly, one by one, all the goblins disappear. Especially, since this forest that was around you has slowly and sparse become more and more sparse, and you see the cave walls kind of surround you and close in on this this underground river. It's becoming like an underground chute at this point, like a pipe, and everything seems to come in on you pretty quickly, and there's really no more room for these goblins to run alongside the like the banks and stuff. Let's see, and you've probably gone like a mile or so at this point down this river. Let's see.
Do we get the sense that they're still trying to get us?
You do, because of the way, you know, caverns are. You still hear in the distance some yelling, but you're not sure. You seem to be making some headway on this. Now, as the river narrows and like tunnels, it does seem to be flowing faster. So there's less and less of you guys having to push yourself.
Do I know who's the smartest among us?
The one who's a traitor, imposter, I mean.
Wait, what?
You said the smartest among us.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah.
I'm like average, a little bit above average. Like 2 out of 10
Yeah.
above average.
I give Gadger gives Lysander the bundle of dynamite. It's just like, hey, can you set a long fuse on it, block off their exit, and I just give them the dynamite. But
Yeah.
And walk away to the other side of the 4 logs.
well,
I,
he's still guiding the boat.
Well,
so.
would you like to ask some questions first to kind of, you know, see your surroundings before you start this fuse.
While I hold it, I look around.
I'll roll a perception check. Well, does anybody have a torch up while holding this dynamite? Does anybody have a torch nearby? Because you'll have to roll at disadvantage otherwise.
I don't think so.
I don't have a torch.
I mean, I have a torch in my bag.
Okay, we're gonna roll a d20 to see if you accidentally light the dynamite.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead. Just roll a perception check.
18.
18. Okay. What you see is like essentially how I described it, that it's pretty much become a pipe, right? And this pipe is like halfway filled with water. And you may, I don't know, there doesn't see, it seems like the wall kind of runs into the water. So take that as you will. I wouldn't know what the repercussions are of closing off a pipe, whatever happens on the other end.
Don't we want them to follow us?
Yeah, no, the thought was Gadrin's like, he asked if you could make it to where there was like a long fuse kind of thing, like, so it'd blow up after they were entered.
Oh.
That was the thought.
Oh, a long fuse. Okay, I see. If you guys like roll up your beards, probably.
I don't have a beard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lucky you.
Give me all your beards.
Does anybody object to this idea? I mean, it seems like a good idea.
We can. Yeah.
Flint has a ridiculously long beard, right? So like it's a bandolier. It comes down and wraps around as a bandolier, and then it's his belt too. So it's all 12 feet.
I pull out my knife and look at Flint.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know how flammable beard is, though.
I don't think hair is like that flammable. It just depends. Like, is it the type of grease? Like, the problem is the beard oil. There's so much beard oil in this stuff that they.
There's pepper oil.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys.
But
I've got a burglar's pack, so I've got a good amount of rope in there.
Oh,
Where
you
do
actually
we,
have twine
how does
and
it-
stuff like that.
how do we put the dynamite somewhere if it's just a pipe?
So
Reroll.
Magic. Come on, Noah. This is D&D.
I don't know magic.
Luck, maybe.
Does anyone have pythons? Like a Dungeoneer pack?
Yeah, well, no, it's in the burglar's pack or the thieves' tools, I think.
I don't think pythons are they? But there's like string in the burgers pack.
I thought I had some pitons.
I don't remember what pack I took.
If you have a Dungeoneer's pack, then you should have it.
Why Sadner doesn't?
Well, it looks like I don't have any pack because I never wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have just traded it for the money or something.
Wait, there's money?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody starts with 2 million gold, so I don't know.
Hey. Why are we in this?
I have candles. You can just melt some candles and just like slap it. You like melt really fast, slap it on the side. I don't know. So we got nothing.
You'll have to keep the super long wick up too.
Above the water, yeah.
Wait, I have a. Oh wait, no, never mind.
I'm not
Actually, it
saying
says
you-
a Dungeoneer pack or Explorer pack. I don't know which one.
I'm not saying you can't do it.
I have a backpack, a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons,
Oh, you do.
a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, and a tinderbox.
Oh.
Okay. I take
A water skin and 50 feet of hempen rope. So we can make this.
You have 50
I
feet of
take-
hemp?
Whoa, I'm in. Light that one up.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a misprint. It's supposed to be 100 ball bearings, not 1,000.
Hmm. So,
take,
so the dynamite's not the only thing you're gonna be lighting up, huh?
Yeah.
That and the methyl. We got party.
I take the string out of his backpack and I
Okay.
dunk it in the oil to make it more flammable.
Waterproof, inflammable.
I don't know if it makes it waterproof while it's on fire, but
Uh,
and then I say, okay, pull off to the side real quick. Hammer and a nail.
So you're moving decently fast, I wouldn't say, but let's have you guys roll like a group strength check to see if you can find a place where you can kind of like stick your sticks in the ground and hold yourself without going forward. We'll have
group strength.
the 3 of you that have those oars that are not the lookout. You can roll your strength
Oh goodness.
or
Yeah, we'll
athletics check.
Oh, athletics.
Doesn't matter all that much. Oh, who? Oh man. It's always good.
18.
18,
8.
8. Phil, what was your roll?
6.
6.
Oh no.
Let's say you are able to like both of you have your sticks in the water, but it like slides off pretty fast, and then you see Lysander pretty much hold the boat on for like 3 seconds.
It's like
During that time, what would you
we-
like to do?
when he's holding the helicopter in Captain America,
Oh.
but he can't hold it for very long.
Yeah.
Goodness.
3 seconds. I'm just holding it. That's what I'm doing.
You're also the one with the dynamite, so
No, we
There's
tied it.
that.
We tied the string on it and we dunked it in oil.
You tie the dynamite onto the stick and you let it sit right in the middle of the, the water, so it's out of the water.
okay. So I guess
1.
I'll do it. I'll just see if there's a crevice or something and try and toss it in it. Or,
Okay.
like,
Roll a perception check real quick.
okay, perception. 15.
15. You see a slightly darker spot in the wall. Seems to be like a crevice, but you're not exactly sure what's there. You just know there's like a darker spot.
Oh, yeah, just of course. So,
Okay.
wait, make sure it's lit first.
Okay,
and
good.
then, and then I toss it.
All right. So as the raft is moving, you light the 10-foot wick, and you chuck it, and you see like the actually roll a athletics check for me.
Okay. Oh, I just got a whiff. Let's see here. Athletics. 17.
Okay.
We
you,
done it.
you chuck the dynamite, and you can see the big like ball of dynamite go forward, and then a long string that's like whipping back and forth as it's traveling through the air, and then a little fire at the end, and it travels through the air, and it goes, and it. You see the dynamite land somewhere in the dark, and then out of the hole is like a little string that's hanging there, kind of going back and forth, with the wind kind of like pushing it up against like this. And it's
Okay.
sure enough, it's still lit.
Well, best be going.
And your raft gets further and further and further away.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Now, even at this point, as your raft is floating away, you realize you're picking up speed, and what was like kind of wide, the river was kind of wide, it starts getting narrow and narrower. And the flow of the water isn't so much a straight pipe. It's like it starts to curve a little bit, as all natural. However the formation is formed and the water is going through, and the side of your raft is like sometimes as it hits a curve, it like hits the side of the wall of this tunnel, underwater tunnel, and it's getting to be a little bit of bumpy, almost like whitewater rafting.
It's not a lazy river anymore.
And you guys are like getting wet. It's like splashing up the side, and and you, as soon as you felt like you kind of got used to the speed, it kicks it up again, and all of a sudden and you notice this is when your raft pops up out of the water when it hits something hard underneath. Thankfully, your raft is still tied together at this point. But just, and then just at this point, you're just soaked to like everything down, like your beard is dripping.
It's like the Silver Dollar City ride.
Yeah, sure. Now, at this point, I would like to do a skill challenge. There are, as you notice in this this little water tunnel, there's like what is it? I never remember. It's stalactite that's come from the ceiling.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And there's like things that are getting more and more longer and jaggedier, and it's reaching like almost to the water, and you're having to, in a sense, dodge various obstacles, either that's coming out from the water or into the water. There's the occasional bat that's flying around. I would like all of you guys to choose a skill, roll the skill, and depending on a number of passes versus fails, we'll see how you guys come out of this.
So we choose any skill, huh?
Any skill you want. Probably something you're proficient in and not charisma.
Lysander,
Wait.
oh, okay.
But
I'm
you're
good.
welcome to choose anyone you want, as long as you have something. I like you to have a good description of why you chose it and how it affected your Silver Dollar City ride.
So, yeah.
I have an idea. I'll just go real quick. Okay, so like
Yeah.
anybody that's ever been canoeing with like an experienced canoeer, they like show you the form, and Lysander thinks that he's better at everybody else at this.
Mhm.
So he's like, okay, guys, like when you're doing the pole, like make sure you really use your core, like make contact and use
Engage your core.
And if you would like to use a performance check to demonstrate
goodness.
how to properly
Okay.
You use the pull to push, in the hopes that
Good.
people can do it better.
Okay.
4.
Oh boy.
Can I make a demonstration?
Did you roll a natural one?
A 2.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Okay. So a 4. I won't tell you if it's a fail or a pass.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Lysander is just really looking at his bicep when he like brings it back. He's just like more focused on that, like that movement.
Okay.
So
Just kind of distracted.
So I decided while he's doing that, I have learned the art of being very still to the point where I become stealthy. I'm
Okay.
the less and the thinking of the less movement equals the less chance of me getting hit. So
Okay.
Wait, these are. Wait, so we're dodging bats? Or something?
Yeah, well, there's just all kinds of obstacles that you're trying to avoid. Whether you're saving your
Okay.
boat or your raft, or you're saving yourself from getting hit off the raft.
Okay.
16.
16. Knowing bats using sonar, you're able to not give them a more harder time to evade moving targets. Although you're kind of moving anyways, but they're bouncing their little their breaths off of you and receiving the signal, and because you're standing still, they're able to go. They basically just paint an outline of you instead of splat on you. Channeling the Batman, you're able to get away with, or Morbius.
Or Drax. Moving,
Drax.
staying very still.
Yeah, staying very still. On a moving vehicle. Okay.
Okay, next. Wait, what's your roll?
Mine?
Yeah, I want to know the roll.
16.
Okay.
Oh, 8 plus 8.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You actually chose something that you're really proficient in.
I'm proficient in that. I just also have a -2 with it, so
Okay, next. So it's, just so you guys know, not that I'm saying which one is pass or which one is fail, but you have out of the 2 people that have rolled so far, one is pass and one is fail. I'm not gonna tell you who passed or who failed, but
I thought about doing a deception to just say, guys, everything's going to be okay. But
false hope.
Oh,
we'll
no.
just say that. We'll just do that. But I'll use insight to kind of just kind of try and figure out where the bats are going and to avoid them,
Okay.
kind of thing. And that'll be it's 15.
15. Excellent. Knowing your bat anatomy, you're able to discern the flapping of the wings. The twitch of the ear helps you realize that they're either going to fly left or right. And you're able to spot all 60 of them. I don't know. Okay, and Phil.
All right. So Flint gets kind of like this, kind of like he's posing for like a picture, like wants to look real smart and real, just kind of like he's trying to be like Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings, who's just like in character and cool the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, now listen here, y'all. if you was up down here in these underwater caves, he's trying to navigate, you got to use your insight, you know. So you're gonna look underneath each one of these strong stalactites is gonna be a big stalagmite underneath the water. And even though I ain't got the rudder, I got this pushing pole, so I can steer from the front a little bit. You're gonna push off right underneath to them stalactites. And so
You
he's
sound like a
over
Baptist preacher.
there.
You went full preacher mode.
And so, like, super confidently is like going out to the front of the raft and like kneeling down and looking out across the surface of the water and like shoves the pole down right underneath what looks like a stalactite
Uh-huh.
to like push off of like what's going to be rising out of the water there.
Uh-huh.
But he rolled a 6. And so, like, there's not a stalagmite there. And so, as he pushes in, he just, like, kind of, his upper body just kind of folds into the water and he, like, pushes back up onto the raft.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna say who passed or who failed, but I would say it's about 50% right now. So 2 passes, 2 fails. For the most part, there was you have some people that are able to successfully stay on the boat. Some people who, well, most people stay on the boat, but at the cost of, either becoming a drag to the raft or just causing the raft to do, like you could have spent that time helping the raft instead of, helping yourself, right? And as you guys begin to travel, you start hitting really hard turns where the water would run up the side of the walls of this tunnel, and then your raft would go along with it. As you go faster and faster and faster, eventually you hear, and I like all of you to roll a perception check.
Ooh. Perception. 19.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
18.
11.
11, 8.
Oh. Wait, no, I got 18.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I would say, Phil, you're the only one, since you're, I mean, it checks out. Since you're like halfway in the water at this point. The 3 of you can hear off in the distance, like somewhere down further in this, this. It sounds, it's a little different than hearing it out in the open air. But it sounds a whole lot like a drop. Where water falls from an elevated position to a lower position.
Have y'all seen that video where the dude's in the front of the little boat? And he's like, it go down, bro.
It
Go down.
It do go down.
I have not. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, dude.
Pretty great.
Let's see. Now, at this point, if you notice your immediate surroundings, especially with your perception check carried over, there doesn't seem to be any way out of this. The walls are getting narrower, and the ceiling actually is starting to, like, the room where the air above is starting to narrow, and the ceiling seems to be collapsing slowly over you as you get further and further down this river tunnel. So much so that you have to lay down on your raft to avoid the head clearing. And at some point, the whole raft gets pushed under the water with the cave.
Oh no.
And you guys are, I'm assuming, holding on or not. It doesn't matter how you can go free drift or whatever. But your whole raft gets pushed under with you basically been getting pinned between the logs and the ceiling of this place. And about what seems like an eternity, but really only like 5 second passes, you get the first sign of relief from the scraping your back against the ceiling of this place, and in this open air, and you are like really happy about it, because you're you know, this like the relief from like being like trapped in a small space, and you see the open sky above, and just like this instant relief. But then you also see the openness below, and you see like this just water everywhere, just rain. It's kind of like rain at this point, but you're dropping, and just a moment of bliss turned into like instant fear, and then you start just dropping straight into this this water below. And I would say, let's see.
Can I do a performance check to see if I can do a good swan dive, like straight?
Sure.
I'm debating on doing a dimension door out of there and just leaving you guys.
10.
10. Yeah. You hold the position well. I'm not gonna say that you get your full swan, but maybe a half swan.
Have fun. Elizabeth Swan.
Okay, so at this point, the raft has broken down by half. You had, let's say you had 5. Now you have 3. All right. You have 3 logs that are tied together, and then the rest of you kind of free falling. Eventually goes first. A few of you, as maybe Lysander, hits the water first, and you hear a little splash, and a couple like debris, a log here, a log there, and a big splash where the majority of the raft still held together, and then at this point the water is like somewhat still. It's like slow moving water, but everything floats to the top. I don't know, everybody take like 5 damage or something.
Yikes.
Did we ever hear an explosion?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. While you were still in the tunnel, you did hear the, you know, when you stick a pipe bomb down to kind of like open up a well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
go. You felt it.
I bet that worked.
A high five.
Yeah.
That might have been the reason why the water increased as well. I'm not sure. Okay,
Can we
so
find
all
it?
of you kind of
Can we
slowly
find it?
float to the top. And this is what you see while you're maybe you guys all piled onto the 3 remaining logs that are tied together. But if you look in roll 20, you will
There's another one.
you'll see this scenery.
Ooh.
Oh. Wait, so we're like outside?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Someone roll intelligence check, a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? If you guys ask the right questions, I'll let you roll whatever you want.
Can we ask Whitebeard if he's ever seen this before?
I forgot Whitebeard is on this raft.
Whitebeard, are you alive?
Yeah, they all seem to be fine.
Nope. Turns out Whitebeard's in the wait.
He
There's
got
the
stuck.
geologist.
He got stuck right at the outlet.
Yeah.
He's drowning
Yeah.
right there.
Whitebeard. Do you recognize that as the is that the jewel?
And then if you guys all look up, any perception roll it's pretty obvious to tell that there's nothing bigger than that mountain that's in front of you guys.
Okay. Does it look like a jewel? Is it?
I'm just gonna roll
it
perception
looks
just in
like
case I get
it looks
wrong.
like a mountain.
6.
Come out.
6. It looks like a mountain. You guys seem to be somewhat in a valley of sorts. You came from one end out, and then you can look back and see the waterfall. And then if you look like away from the waterfall across this valley, you'll see this landmass, this mountain that just seems to extend forever into the sky. There seems to be I would say somewhat of a dark tone. There are patches of green, lots of gray. At some point up the mountain you can see white. But even then it's very dark. It seems to be shadowed by a lot of dark clouds.
Like it's really tall, or is it just cloudy?
Yeah, it's just
Like
it's got
tall
like
and
a
there's clouds
cloud.
around it?
Like you have the mountain kind of reach forever up, but you can't see the peak because there's just dark clouds surrounding it.
Like storm clouds. My 6 perception.
Not specifically. It doesn't seem to be like there's thundering or even rain or anything. It's just this. It's just like a overcast sky type deal.
Do we see any wyverns around?
Wyverns.
Wyverns?
Roll a perception check for me.
Because aren't they? Do we know they're supposed to be guarding it, kind of, right?
Yeah, you know about them. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh. 22.
22. As you look up in the sky, especially around like around the girl, there seems to be this I mean, it's straight for the most part. It seems like go forever left and right, but it does seem at the very end curve off. Again, the jewel is just it's enormous. It's just massive. And you do see like in the distant sky, there's something. It's a speck from your perceived location, but you can see a thing flapping around off in this. You can only imagine how big it would be if it was up close. But there's it's not just one. You see several of them around you guys.
I pointed out to the others.
I can't find it.
I can't find it.
It's like
And when he jumped into the water, he
no.
lost his contacts.
yeah. No, I haven't like when your eyes get watery,
Yep.
like you looked in the water too long.
I guess. Well, we're here right now. Do you want to go around, or around back to the village, or are we going further? Just,
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I would
presumably
say
it's-
probably a quick glance around. It seems where you are is pretty remote. If that makes any
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. It
Um,
doesn't look like we can climb up the mountain.
climb up the mountain.
Like
There
the-
doesn't
like-
seem to be any point to climbing up the mountain, I guess, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's just you see a vast like forest that runs up the mountain, and then some clearing, and then as it gets higher and higher up, obviously there's less and less like forestry
Yeah.
or shrubbery or whatever. But right now in the valley, let's see. In this valley, what you see is that like in your immediate area, what you can see where where corners aren't taken or whatever, you're kind of like in, and there seems to be a distinct water level, on dry like rivers or streams. You can see a distinct line where the water usually is or something. There seems to be that one
Yeah.
pretty high up from where you are right now. The water seems to be low. Like, I would say probably give or take, probably like 3 or 4 stories low.
Is there any like, was it in National Treasure where they had to drain the lake and they like found the lost civilization? Is there like any like old buildings that are beneath the water line?
Oh, roll a perception check again.
Yes.
6.
No.
I think there's a tree that looks like one though.
I guess. What are our plans now? Because
So you seemingly
we
arrived at. It's like another river. So the river that you
Yeah.
came out of going into this other river, and the river runs left to
Oh.
right. And in this river, I would say it's probably the size of the Mississippi.
Pretty big.
so we gotta get in the boat and we gotta start going again because the goblins. I forgot the goblins are gonna come after us.
Okay. So you guys get on your 3x12 raft.
Uh huh.
Maybe you
Can
guys
we
like
get
start.
off the
You
boat
just
and,
straddle
like,
it.
send the boat downstream?
Straddle your raft.
Yeah. It's like a canoe, but
It's a
or,
canoe
like,
now. It's a paddleboard.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Or we could get off the boat.
In your immediate area, I wouldn't say there's probably anywhere you can dock. Like I said, it's like the water level's low. You'll have to kind of
Okay, yeah.
go somewhere.
That's making more sense now. So we.
Well, we're going towards the jewel, right? Let's just
Go
keep
around
going.
it, I think.
Okay. That's Lysander. That is a great plan. He says he's coughing out water.
We could be the first ever.
And
Oh,
like Whitebeard's like, well, I don't recall hearing any stories about people actually being in like so close to the jewel.
This is our chance. I think all we have to do is get our flag on top of it, and then it's ours.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think that's true. We gotta.
Then we would be like the kings of the hill.
He who flags it claims it. Okay. So you guys kind of straddle the paddleboard and start kind of rowing to see if you guys can find a spot where you can kind of dock, right? And
Yeah.
so you start moving on along this is a very lazy river. But you're just kind of moving along and you're kind of just going along the paths. You paddle some distance and then you kind of like go around a
break.
little curve and you see well actually I would like one of you to roll with perception advantage and just to kind of look for a place that you can dock.
My perception is terrible. I give up.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is 15.
15 with advantage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. After floating around some, and you kind of take a turn around this like kind of almost a peninsula that juts out, a cliff of a peninsula juts out. You go around it, and immediately to the left, about 100 yards, a football field away, you see almost like a shore, a bank that seems like it's a little less steep, and the incline is more gradual, but it leads up to the base of the jewel.
All right.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys head towards that direction,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
someone
We're
near
really
the
wet, right?
what?
We're like really wet.
Oh yeah, everybody's just soaking wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys kind of push yourself and paddle yourself over, and eventually you're able to run your paddleboard onto the bank. And it's like muddy, not really sand. It's like dirt and mud. You kind of trudge through it like Vikings that just hit a new continent or whatever, and you're about to raid. Just when you're trudging through this, not only that you're wet, now you're muddy. But you go up the bank, and immediately you see, and you didn't notice before, but you see a rather large stone door.
So do.
Oh. Oh.
This isn't
This is
suspicious at
destiny.
all.
But I would like to ask permission to start a fire and dry out all my stuff.
Before going in.
Sounds like
Okay.
a swell
The
idea.
goblin's tasty.
Or we could go inside and then start a fire.
Gadrin just uses prestidigitation to clean everyone up. Just,
Oh, not at school.
just like,
Just like Loki when he goes inside the supermarket and
yeah. Just tries to sew up.
After I've been cleaned off, my hair is all messed up, but I have a magic comb that lets me have any hairdo. So
Oh
I like fix it to be slick back. It's like all neat.
Slick back. Do you comb more hair into you as you comb back?
Yeah, yeah. It's like you notice it gets like a little longer almost. So
All right.
Gadrin makes it dirty with the prestidigitation. Goes back and makes it dirty.
Okay.
so
So,
like the door, it's like a stone door that's like made, like cut.
yes, it's cut. It's rather large and rather unique in its design. This door, it's rather large. It's double doors. It's probably like normal dwarven dwarves like stacked on top of each other high.
Okay.
Seems to be probably the doors are pretty wide, right? So probably 3 doors standing next to each other. No, I'm just kidding. There's probably a lot more doors. Well, let's say 6 doors standing shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
But Whitebeard, you said there was never anybody at the Jewel. Who made this? What does it look like?
That's correct. This is something I've never heard in any of the stories.
Gadget goes up and knocks on it. Just
It is solid. It's a solid door. You do hear that. It's like you going up and knocking on the side of a cliff.
okay.
Flint is pulling out all of his burglar's pack and thieves tools. So
Okay.
I've got lock picks and a crowbar.
Okay.
So I want to give it a go.
Just to kind of describe it just a little more, this door it seems to be overgrown. There seems to be moss. Now, the height of this door doesn't seem to actually, like where the door is positioned on the side of this mountain, doesn't seem to be even above the water line normally. But as you go up to it, there's like moss covered in some areas, most of the areas actually. So much so you don't even see a seam where this archway, this door. But I would like you to roll a investigation check for me.
Okay. 14.
Okay, 14. As you're kind of looking around this door,
With stone cunning, since we're dwarves.
Yeah.
and what's stone cunning?
I don't know.
It allows doors to make if it's like a stone structure or something, it allows it to make it with advantage.
Oh,
The roll if you're doing like a investigation or history check on it, you can do it with advantage. I
okay,
already
nice.
wrote that up.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, you can roll that with advantage if you haven't done so already.
And that's a 13 with
Okay.
plus 2.
So 16, right?
So 16. Yeah.
All right. So as you're kind of like fumbling around this door to find out like a way of like trying to, I don't know, find a way to open it, right? Your general burglar slash thievery type character usually looks for like a keyhole mechanism of sorts. You do not find a keyhole per se. However, in the middle of this door, the solid stone door, is essentially an outline of a hand that's indented, and it seems to go back pretty far. 16, I'd say, as you're kind of like focusing your attention around this hand, like hand imprint, you're kind of removing, like brushing off the moss and removing it around just so you can find any sort of like mechanism around it. All you see are these words, these symbols, and you actually can, how do I describe this?
Wait, Jebido was with us.
Yeah.
Did he survive? Is he with us?
Yeah, everybody's with you guys.
Okay, good.
Jevido seems to be like slack-jawed. Like he just
Thinks this is awesome.
thinks this is the most amazing thing in the world. Okay, so you're investigating, and as the rest of you kind of watch and kind of on alert, because you do realize that goblins are kind of following you guys.
Yeah.
You specifically, and whoever's looking at the door, you specifically, while you're looking at this text, right, that's on top of this hand imprint, you're kind of like trying to figure it out. At first, it's like gibberish, but then a few blinks later, and you're not even sure when the change happens, but it like reconfigures in a way that you will understand it. And as soon as it becomes understandable, what you read is this. The choice you make is hard. To reach out a hand in trust, to enter is a must.
Choice.
So before it gets, while it still can't be understood, Flint goes up to like the corner of the door and puts his hand and looks up at the top, and he goes, "Mello."
Good.
But it's still daylight outside.
Right? No, nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's pretty disappointing.
So, what is reach out a hand
Oh,
to enter?
okay. The choice you make is hard. To reach out a hand in trust, to enter is a must.
Is it and trust or in trust?
To reach out a hand in trust.
In trust.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Well, Barrett,
Good.
I guess you're the leader.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
We do trust you.
Lysander, what are you implying?
I guess this is what leaders do, right?
We trust your hand.
I'm not exactly sure where you're going with this.
I think you have to take the leap of faith and stick your hand in there.
Oh.
Or you could tell me to do it.
As a leader, I will inform you that I will reach out my hand to
You
shake
have to,
your hand. No, I'm kidding. He
He's
goes,
like,
he-
it can't be
he-
this difficult.
As he's like walking towards the door, I'd like to stealth behind him.
oh, roll a stealth check.
So,
23.
Okay, invisible.
Can't see me. Okay.
So
And
he,
then, like right as he reaches out his hands, I want to like tickle him.
he's
Yeah, like-
he's going to roll a Constitution saving throw, I guess.
I want to like scare him, jump scare him.
What would
Like,
you
right
say the
as his
DC
hand
would be on that? Are you a pretty good tickler?
I have a good dexterity.
Oh, okay. How about you roll your dexterity check and I'll roll a Constitution check and
Is this
Hey.
24.
14. Oh. He definitely reacts.
Did he get scared?
Yes.
I just start laughing behind him. Gotcha, boss.
Embarrassed.
Gotcha.
Embarrassed by such a childish prank. For a momentary like lapse in his mindset, he was so determined to sacrifice everything he is so that the group may enter the jewel for whatever reason.
Hey, it's just a hand, all right?
He goes, well,
you.
here goes nothing. And he goes 100%, pushes his
Wait,
hand
what?
in.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
like about up to his wrist disappears, right? And nothing happens.
Take
He
it
like
out.
he pulls it out. He looks at his hand. Was
Did
was
you,
something supposed to happen? Cause I don't feel any different.
Did you trust it?
To
I mean,
to
wasn't
do
that
what?
part of sticking his hand in?
I should have written down the thingy. To enter, you must now trust.
Is you must put a hand in and trust is a
Something
must.
about make the hard choice and trust.
Do you want me to say it
No.
again?
Hard
The-
choice.
Do you want me to
Can
say
you
it
post
again?
it in the Discord?
All right. The choice you make is hard. To reach out a hand and trust. To enter is a must.
To enter is a must.
So, is that the only hole around?
You also may roll. If you're kind of stepping back, roll a perception check.
That is 14.
14. You take a step back just because everybody's kind of like zoomed in on this door and around this hand specifically. You take a step back, you kind of look around to see if there's anything that's off. Seems to be that's the only thing that's on this door. However, you do see somewhat of a path, and it seems to be like somewhat constructed but really worn down that it's almost not even there. But it goes off to the left.
I start going that way, and I tell the group,
Yours.
I see a path right here.
There's more doors?
More doors?
Yeah. More
It
doors.
is like the Black Gate. Like,
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to follow up, I think everybody does seem to be stumped here, so that everybody kind of follows, right?
yeah.
You guys all follow Balder take the lead on this one, on a path that leads to the left, that kind of like almost wraps around the jewel, in a very, very small scale. So you guys go there, and as soon as you kind of break another corner, what you see is a very old looking ruin. There are 4 broken columns there, of varying heights that probably held up a structure at one point or another. Now is open air to the sky above, the dark sky above. This area, the grass and various shrubs have seemed to force its way through the tiles that are underneath you, and like through the cracks of the columns and various places in the actual this ruined section. As you move up closer and closer to it, you see several old-looking moss-covered statues. The first of which, the closest one of which, is a statue of a man that's kneeling / hunched over a woman and a child. He has his hand up, almost in like a motion to protect his family from something. All right. Let's see. And further down you go, just beyond them is another statue of a woman who is towering and like towering viciously over this family. What apparent was supposed to depict the family. However, this woman, from the waist down, has the body of a snake, and for her hair, it's also these snake heads.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one set of statue, and then the woman statue, and then really far near the other end of this ruined section is a bigger statue. This statue has fully armored, very symmetrical in its design. Has a pair of wings sticking out the back. And then it's holding a sword with its hand over the pommel of the hilt, and the sword stuck straight down in front of him, almost in a cross formation. And then in front of that sword is a shield that sits also the bottom of the shield touching the ground, and then the shield kind of leans up against the sword. Now in front of that shield there is a small stone basin, just basically at the foot of the statue. And in front of that stone basin appears to have a plaque, but if you guys get closer to it, the same thing happens, where at first it's just a bunch of gibberish symbols, and then it slowly changes, and again, you're not sure when it happens, but as soon as it changes, you recognize the words, and on the plaque it says, when my protection is gained, I shall sever the evil from you.
Say that again.
When my protection is gained, I shall sever the evil from you.
You said in front of the shield is a plaque.
In front of the shield is a stone basin, and which is like just at the foot of the this depicted angel in armor. And then in front of that stone basin, just like right at the bottom of this raised platform, there's a plaque that says that. Oh no.
Did someone type that down?
Lots of chin rubbing.
When my protection is gained, I will sever evil from you. Is there anything in the basin?
It seems to be empty.
Is it clean?
Could I get... Do we need to pour water into this basin?
When its
Wait,
protection is
hold on.
gained.
The first one reads this. The hand in the door.
Yeah.
This is what it reads. I didn't realize you guys typed it out here.
That's right.
Oh, sweet.
And the second one is exactly how you typed it. I'll type it again just so it's in order.
Shows. Oh.
Oh well, it's kind of like that. Hold on, you're missing a couple words, but I'll type it out again. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if it matters, but it'd be good just to have the actual words.
I'm gonna go stand behind the shield.
Stand
Like the
behind
other-
the shield.
Yeah.
So there's no
Like in
there's
between.
no gap between. I mean, not
And
enough
the
for you
shield.
to fit between
What
you.
about behind the guy? What if I see him behind him?
Like if you
like
look
he's
around
looking?
it, oh, behind the guy,
Like-
yeah,
like-
there seems to be a bunch of open space behind the guy.
Where
Yeah,
is the Medusa
attacking
facing?
me now.
I'm sorry. All right,
Where
so
is Medusa?
okay, nothing happens when you stand behind the
Dang.
the statue of the angel. I will say, okay, just kind of give you a reference. The man protecting his family is about 30 feet from the snake woman. You guys know what it is, right?
Medusa.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's a Medusa. All right, and then the Medusa is probably about 90 feet away from the angel statue, and it's
Do I,
they're in a line. Then the Medusa is facing the family, and with its back to the angel.
Could I roll like a religion?
Can
See
I?
if
Yeah, you
Oh.
can
This is like a mythology thing.
possibly.
Oh. Does the statue turn? Can we turn the Medusa to face the angel, where she looks at the shield and it's a reflection?
You may try.
4.
Okay.
Roll a strength check. 4. You're not exactly sure. It seems to have stumped. If you look over at Whitebeard and all the other members of your party, it seems they seem pretty stumped too.
18.
18. You go in with a good grip on this Medusa statue. You try to twist it, but it doesn't budge.
What about moving the angel statue in between the Medusa and the man?
So
The 90 feet. Sure.
okay, just kind of give you a reference. Like the sword is larger than you guys.
Oh, never mind.
But I mean, if you, I guess, you want to try push. I don't know. I mean, what? How are you moving it? I guess
I guess if I look down on the ground, there's not like a little.
it seems like it's like on a raised platform, right? And then there's the stone basin, the shield, the sword, and then the angel holding onto the sword.
Could I? This might be sacrilegious.
Oh,
But
you'll
can
have to
I,
unmute your mic,
hold on.
Phil.
Oh,
Yeah, we need. Can we put some water in the basin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can try and do that.
If you have like a little water sack or whatever.
I've got one.
Yeah.
I drink a little bit of it and then I pour the rest of it in there.
So you pour it in, and it just kind of fills it up. It's a rather large basin, so it just kind of fills it up a little bit. But stone being as porous as it is, it just kind of.
It's gonna be a little sacrilegious, but Gadget has a priest costume.
Uh-huh.
Can he like
Put it
that
on.
on? And
A priest costume.
if nothing happens, like the priests are protected, right? And if nothing happens, then he's gonna try and put a little gold in the bowl, because see if it's like
Okay. How much gold do you put in the bowl?
he thinks he can get this all back later, so he's gonna put it all in there. 41 gold pieces.
Okay. 41 gold pieces, and you throw 41 gold pieces in. It's like when you have like a fountain in the middle of a square, right? And then people throw
Yeah.
money in, right, to make a wish. You may make a wish personally to yourself, but the coin just floats to the bottom of this already filled water basin. Nothing
Okay.
happens.
He takes it back,
Oh.
and then he puts back on the little other armor.
Okay.
if we like ask for protection to the statue?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, let's just do
I'll
that.
like super ceremoniously, he draws his sword, Lysander, and he kneels and like says, like, my blade is nothing. All I have is words. Will you protect me?
Can I also use a bardic inspiration and I like playing like soft like music behind him, like
And I
make
try to
it seem
persuade
really,
Okay,
really
statue to
emotional.
protect me.
roll a performance check with advantage.
Does he get the D10?
Ooh,
or
natural
no?
20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
As you do so, the mood is just right. There's like just enough like light that's going across the sky. It's like bleeding through, and it's like a beam of it like directly goes across your forehead as you're saying these words to the statue, and the music is flowing very smoothly and beautifully off his whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
My hair
And
is
as
perfect.
soon as you
Banjoy
end, there is a slight like tear that runs through the side of your eye and down your cheek, and then it like drips to the bottom of your chin and then drips, and it hits the ground, and there's a momentary like silence and pause to the film, and then the light brushes across off your forehead and moves on. The music trails off, and the tear drains into the ground, and just like that, the moment passes and nothing happens.
I'm just kidding, guys. I have a sword. I have more than words. So
Flint charges up like right in front of the statue and like brandishes his broadaxe, and he goes, "Let the Lord of the Mossy Gate come forth."
Okay, so you brandish the axe out. Do you attempt to swing at the statue?
Well, he's like there, like bouncing on the balls of his feet, like kind of like a loading character, like when you're choosing characters.
Uh-huh.
And he like is looking real expectantly for like an awkwardly long time. So maybe like 15, 20 seconds.
15, and you're kind of
And
like
then
you're like breathing a little bit but with the bouncing and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
and then he looks back behind and everybody else still standing there, and then just takes a big swing at the shield.
At the shield, like you're like ringing like a gong.
Yeah.
Or dong. Roll. Are you attempting to try to break the shield?
Yeah, he's
like
just
what?
trying to regain some
What are you
face.
trying to get done? I guess so. I know what you can roll.
He's frustrated and embarrassed, and so he just wants like
Things happen.
he's kind of halfway hoping it'll activate something, or at least make an impressive show of like busting the shield in half.
All right, roll a
something.
strength check for me.
Okay. 20.
You go up full swing like a Michael Kent baseball swing, and then you plant your foot, just put everything into it, and just clock just was it axe, right? Axe straight into the shield,
Yeah.
the stone
broadaxe,
shield.
Yeah.
And what you see and what you feel is a slight movement of the shield. And it tilts, but it stays upright.
Wait,
Oh, we turned the shield around.
Yeah, we gotta gain his protection.
Ori. This shield is like bigger than us, right?
Mm,
You said.
it's about your size.
The sword is bigger than us. The
The s-
shield isn't.
The sword itself is taller
That's
than
what
you
it
guys.
was.
So what if we
Okay,
turn
so-
the shield around?
Can we do that?
So here's the sword, and the
Yeah,
shield is
push on your
basically
shield.
leaning up against it, and he hit it right, and it kind of like went like this.
Okay. Well, let's just see if we can move it in the direction that
Yeah.
it was already moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Start pushing.
Okay, so who would like to try to move this, or is there a group of you that are moving it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Flint starts pushing on it as soon as he sees it move
Okay, Flint.
afterwards.
Flint goes
And then
over and starts pushing on
something.
it. Anybody else, or is you gonna watch him do this alone?
Gadget's
Guys, okay.
helping. Gadget.
All right. You're going to roll a strength check with advantage. In attempts to move the shield.
18.
Easy enough. In fact,
Nice.
as you're moving it, it gives way and it comes out of the actual groove that it was sitting on. And you're able to pick it up and hold it up. You're pretty stout. You know, it's probably weighs about 200 pounds, but you're able to hold this thing up. With the help of Gadrin, of course. As this shield is like laying on top of you, you see there, let's see, it would fall. Okay, who you're gonna be on both sides of this shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's on the inside, you can decide among you two. On the inside, you see, you see a spot, like a handle.
Can we put it on the guy who's protecting his family? Does it look like the right size?
As you see the handle and you move this off its little groove and off the platform, the rest of you who aren't holding the shield, you look up at this moss-covered, severely weathered angel statue. And the eyes starts glowing blue.
Oh.
And you see it travel across to the side of the eyes and just lights up as it starts glowing, and it runs down the side of its face, through its neck, into its arms, and through the rest of his body. And immediately, just like you hear the movement of rock, and it grabs the sword and pulls it out of the ground while towering, the two of you that are kind of messing with the shield. And then the rest of you are just watching this probably a 9-foot creature, like structure move, right? And it starts, pulls out, and it doesn't say a thing, but the movement of the rock alone makes loud sounds, intimidating in its own way. And it's looking down at the ones that are holding his shield.
Wait, who's holding the handle?
Flint's in the front of the shield. He's like facing it as
Okay,
yeah,
so it would be Gadrin.
So Gadrin, he's grabbing the handle, and
You're
It
definitely
is
needing
first,
you're needing it's at this point, since you're both helping and you have the advantage roll, you're needing each other to keep the shield moving or whatever you want to do with it. I don't think one of you is going to be enough to.
come on, everyone, let's do this together. And then Gadrin starts come on, let's move. And he starts trying to run as best as he can.
Okay.
Let's
Take the shield or give it to the angel?
Okay. So Flint is gonna like grab the bottom of the shield and like heave to like get Gadrin going to like towards everybody else.
Okay.
And he's like
So,
he like heaves it the opposite direction and like and reaches for his lance to like
Oh no.
face the giant.
Okay.
Not good.
So I would
No.
say it would be your closest, followed by Gadrin, who's running away with the shield, and then the rest of you are kind of right there. Where are you running with the shield?
I'm going to see if the Medusa is coming alive, but I'm running to where the family is.
Okay.
I think that's where
Okay.
to start off with.
You are incredibly encumbered right now. So,
Because
remember you're about 90 feet away from the Medusa statue, and
I
then
also have a strength of -1.
in another
so-
30, so about 120 feet away from the family. You're probably gonna move, give or take 15 feet per turn, right?
Yep. He's.
Uh,
I guess if no one's helping him, he's just doing a turtle style.
I'll,
Okay.
Like-
I'll help.
All right, so at this point, we'll say this. I don't really have a map for this, but we'll say Phil, you started first, so your turn order is 1, and then you're 2, and then Noah, you're 3. You're going to help. Sorry, Gadrin, move the shield. Kevin, what are you doing?
So when he got up, is there like anything left in the place that he was at?
Yeah, like the basin, the platform that he was on is still all there. It's just the sword has been removed, and he's this angel statue with his angel wings spread out.
Are the other statues coming alive?
Yeah.
Okay, if you look back, Kevin, Balder, you do not see any statues come alive. They seem to be where you left them.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. What is going on?
Okay. All right. So as soon as that, we'll go.
Gadrin dragging the shield.
Both. I would say both Whitebeard and Barrett goes to help you with the shield, as well, Gadrin. So there's about 4 people. I mean, you can leave if you want to. Lysander, but basically Barrett comes up and says, "Okay, well, you activate it and you were running away from it, and I hope that's not just the plan. Where are we taking this?"
To in front of the Medusa.
Okay,
The guy,
so he
the
helps
guy's
you with
holding
that.
his hand up.
So you'll get your
Put it on his-
Oh, he's holding his hand out?
yeah. We can put it on the
Oh.
guy's arm.
Never mind. I thought it was one of those, it was an attack statue. It looks like it's not like that.
so you know when you're like helping someone move and you're like team carrying this refrigerator or like couch, and like they tell you to go somewhere, but they're like, oh no, they're like trying to figure out why you're lifting this thing together, and like kind of going back and forth. They're kind of annoyed at the people that are trying to give you directions.
Yeah. So, I guess, yeah. So they go 15 feet one direction and then.
No. The
So
guy
the-
who is protecting his family has his hand out. Like we could put the shield on that guy's.
We
I
could put
thought
the
you were saying
shield-
I thought you said the angel had it.
Oh no, I was talking about the father.
Yeah. Okay. Then the shield goes to the statue, like I
Yeah.
originally intended. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so the angel is really, inclined to get his shield back. So, between him is a guy with a spear, and then another. And then you guys are like running back. We'll say there's probably about 3 obstacles, 3 people that are in between him and the shield, and he goes forward, and he gets to you, Phil. He like reaches out and basically swings his sword sideways to try to knock you out of the way, low, and basically a sweep. I want you to roll a acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm proficient in acrobatics.
Oh, my bad.
And that's
Somebody teleporting.
No, I don't think I can't.
What is that?
it's a
A
9.
9. Okay. So he whacks you out of the way, and he pretty much takes your position along this line of getting to the shield. You don't get to impede his you don't become an
Ooh.
obstacle in front of him. All right. That's the end of that turn. Phil, you're welcome to do something at this point.
So the Flint's whole strategy here is like, if I can just get him in the nads with the lance,
Okay.
like he won't be able to advance forward.
Okay. All right, we'll give you an attempt here. Let's say you can roll a attack.
And that's another 9.
You whip your spear across, and you hit him across, and you felt something hard. Doesn't seem to react to it. All right, next we'll have Balder.
Okay. This is acrobatics, right?
No, it's gonna be at the start of his turn that he makes that forward progression.
Oh. You just wanted to know what I'm doing?
Yeah, what would you like to do to possibly slow him down? In essence, you're gonna inflict a disadvantage on his next roll, or give yourself an advantage on the next roll.
Could I do I want to cast
Oh dang! Yeah, didn't think.
I want to cast Wind Wall.
Okay.
In front of, like, between me and him.
Okay. All right. Is it instant?
It is. Let me see.
Yeah, one action. Okay.
So it's 120 feet range, and then I could choose.
That's how fast you can, how far away you can do it.
Yeah. So how far is
He's right in front of you.
John away from me?
15 feet.
Okay. Well, can I make the wind wall like make a circle around him?
No.
Wait, how does that help?
I think it's
I
just.
can't.
I think it's just one like straight
It
line.
says you can make a wall up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. You can shape the wall in any way you choose, so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
So you just do like one of the,
Oh, I see.
the
Okay, okay.
mobile game Snake, where you make like a continuous S shape.
Yeah.
1 foot push.
So you're saying he's gonna run through multiple walls?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put up a
Let
wall.
me do that. Let me do the S shape, so he has to run through multiple wind walls.
So just 3,
No,
4.
Well, so
No, 3. There's 3 walls.
it's 50 feet. It's 50 feet long, so you'll lose 1/3 of your length in going forward and then over. Right.
Okay. This is assuming that he just doesn't walk around it, right?
Yeah, let me just make a circle around him. It's just easier.
Okay, so you make a circle. They have to make a strength saving throw. All right, so you make a circle, but nothing happens. He doesn't move at this point. Noah.
I'm gonna look at the father figure and like try to see like, will the shield actually go on it, or is that just a bad idea?
Okay, roll an insight check. Or, yeah, insight check. Or perception check, whichever one.
They're both the same. 6.
6. The
Come
shield
on.
seems a little bit big, but it seems like it'll work. You don't really know. It's hard to gauge.
I just keep carrying it with them.
Okay. All right, you do so. I would like you to roll a strength with advantage, Gadrin.
Oh, Gadrin. Okay. Not great.
Uh-oh.
It's a 4.
We'll say you cover another 15 feet, and you're right now 90 feet away from your destination.
Okay.
All right. The angel's turn. Walks up to the shield. He's gonna roll a strength saving throw. I mean the wind wall. Rolls a 16.
Oh, dang.
Does he like just walk through it? Oh no, he takes half the damage or whatever.
On a
Yeah.
belt, yeah, half damage of 3d8.
Okay. Yeah, none of these other things.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, none of these other things. It's like for smaller things.
I just noticed.
Okay, so he pretty much walks through it. Okay, now he is 15 feet behind you.
He takes no damage. I mean, he takes damage, but it's not gonna do anything. I feel like.
Well, he takes half bludgeoning damage. He has
So, 6.
well, he has immunity towards like resistance over bludgeoning damage, and then plus your already half, so half the damage. It's like really low, right? 3d8.
3.
Yeah. Okay. That said, Flint, what are you doing at this point?
Is it like a human kind of?
It's a human-shaped
Figure?
angel.
It is not a humanoid though.
It's not a
It's like-
humanoid.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Sneaky.
okay. Can I clearly see the Medusa?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on there?
Nothing. You just see the back of the Medusa's head.
Okay, still stone?
Still stone.
Okay. Okay, I want to cast Cloud of Daggers over the over the angel.
I've seen this
Oh my
before.
goodness.
Okay.
I feel like we don't want to actually hurt the angel, but
Oh, Flint's hot and mad at this angel.
Okay. All right.
He
so
did take a swipe at him,
nothing
so-
happens actually until he actually starts his turn, right?
I think
Right.
so.
Okay. All right. So the cloud of daggers form. Next we'll have Balder.
Okay. Saying that my wind wall did absolutely nothing, I'm gonna run and help with the shield.
Okay. All right. So we have what, 2 people? Okay.
Well, and the
And yeah,
white beard and
Yeah. Okay. All right. Noah, are you, Lysander, are you doing anything else besides helping?
Yeah, but I want to like take control of the shield.
Oh, you're just gonna take it from him? Okay. You can do that.
That's fair.
All right. So you
Yeah.
grab a hold of the handle and you start just heaving it over your own shoulder, with Gadrin
Yeah, 'cause
helping
I'm
you.
pretty sure I'm stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Freeing you from your duties of as the shield bearer, what would you like to do, Gadrin?
So can I wait until they're a little bit further and then cast plant growth
Okay.
around not affecting us, but just the statue?
Just the statue. Okay.
And that does it has 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot.
Shoot. Okay.
So,
All right. So you do so. Okay.
I'm trying to get as much of as much space between us and him before.
Doing so. Okay. What
Yeah.
is Lysander? I'd like you to roll a strength check with advantage.
Oh yes, thank you.
What's the roll?
18.
18. Okay. You move 30 feet without problems. In fact, we'll say you move 45 feet.
Oh,
Just
nice.
So that pretty much covers half the distance there of the 90 feet. So you have 45 remaining. At that time, you grew a tree. No, you grew plants around. And like vine, like a very keyless thing, casting vines that grabs the legs and just kind of wraps around and holds. At this moment, you can hear the metal hitting against rock up higher in elevation, just making all these scratchy noises. It doesn't seem to be impeded by the daggers as much as it is by the plant growth, but he probably, let's see, I'll do a strength check here. Is it a
Not a small apartments, only small actors. Remember, guys.
okay? He rolls a 16. I'd say that's a pass. But he still can only move so much. I would say, you said how much? 4
So-
feet for every 1 foot moved. So
Yeah.
if he moves 5 feet, he moves 15, right? So is that right?
Wait. Well, if he moves.
No,
if he's
sorry.
supposed
3
to
feet is
move-
15.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the maximum amount
Yeah.
he can move if he moves 30? Or tries to?
If he moves 30.
What's
so
30?
that's
30 divided by
30 divided by 4. Let's see. It's like
7.5, 8.
All right, so he
Yeah,
doesn't get very
seven
far.
and a
Let's
quarter.
just say he moved 5 feet. That sucks. All right, fine. With all that said, since he can't move very far, you get the shield over fairly easily,
nice.
and you place
And
the shield on the man.
in his hand.
All right, so I'll just well, we're pretty much done here, but what ends up happening, and we'll close out our session after this little description. What ends up happening is that as soon as you put the shield onto the hand that's out like this, in an effort to protect, his family, the shield sits on the backside of this hand and facing towards the Medusa. There's this protecting essentially the family from the Medusa. The statue itself, or the shield itself, glows the same blue that the angel had around his eyes, and with that, the demeanor of the statue seems to have calmed down, and he walks straight towards the direction of the statues where you guys are. Most of you are gathered. There's a couple of you trailing the statue at this point. But he goes up to it and he puts his big palm over the head of the Medusa and takes his sword and just slashes straight through, severs the neck. and rips it back. And as he pulls back, you actually see a green blood, dark green blood that spills from the neck, even though it's a statue.
Yeah.
It sprays everywhere. And he starts walking slowly back to his stand without taking the shield, to his little raised platform. Now, as he's walking back, you see a trail of blood where the severed head continues to leak this green blood. And wherever the blood touches, like the grass, that's the overgrown grass or the moss or whatever, it turns to stone where it drips.
Oh.
And then he finally gets back onto his stand, plants his sword down, and then holds the head in front of the sword, facing out. And you can see from the Medusa's head, from the eye socket and then around the neck, it continues to drip blood down into the basin as it fills it up with this green blood. But in the basin, it doesn't turn to stone. It's just a pool of green blood there. And at this point, we will end session 67. 67. I said that right. 67.
Nice.
And then you'll find out next time what all this means.
Next time,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Goodness.
Got me on a cliffhanger.
We made it down the Donkey Kong River.
Donkey Kong River. Now you have to figure out this puzzle.
Yeah.
I gave you all the clues, everything you needed. It's all there. You have 2 weeks to think about it.
Yeah. Oh, got it. You got it easy.
It would be better to kind of figure out how you guys do the thought process in person. Now you get to do it alone. I'm sure most of you will figure it out.
Yeah.
There's probably one among you. I'm not going to say who is not and who is going to figure it out. But